trying to protect himself. But what's so interesting here is I've been talking about my interactions with Biden for more than a year.
Please subscribe.
This is really their Watergate
Thank
moment.
you, new subscriber.
Who knew, what did they know, and what did they do when they found out? Because they have covered this up the entire time, from the vice president on down. And his greatest insurance policy is Kamala Harris. Since this has come forward after the debate, Kamala Harris, with the potential of her being the nominee, her numbers are actually dropping.
Little by little, I get all the Facebook subscribers over here.
So Biden's trying to say
all my Facebook people know.
So right now, if you had
Mark
to game
Zuckerberg
this out, and you've been
permanently
watching
deleted
for many,
me.
many years, you had to game this out.
Because you don't like my Trump
Republicans
views.
on the Hill, what's the potential for pickup given this disarray and the bad policies in this administration?
So if you want to be a patriot, please subscribe
since Reagan
with the
in
rest of
94.
us.
Because things are in
We
play.
accept
I
anybody.
have watched a district in California
Believe
that
your
Biden won
Democratic
by 13,
views
that Trump is now
where
winning
they
by
are.
13,
Which
and that's a
district?
Democrat poll, David Valadez.
Oh, yeah.
But I've seen down where you go down to Scott.
Because my patriots don't want to hear
A
that
seat that
BS.
Biden carried, Trump's now winning. I watched a seat earlier that Biden carried by 26 that now Trump is carrying. This could be a place, if Republicans were smart. Remember what we did in the last election, where we defeated the DCCC chair they didn't think we could ever play up in New York, and we came in late? We should play in seats we've never thought about playing before.
I've
and
watched
take
50
it
states.
all the way up.
I'd go in every state. I'd go
Exactly.
to Connecticut, Rhode Island, Vermont, California, Oakland. I'd do it all.
Vermont's
And
out.
I won 5 in California and 5 in New York. Most people say don't play there. 1 in Oregon, Arizona.
Really smart. Now, I want to
Pennsylvania's
talk
off.
about
New
your
York
meetings,
just
with Biden, because I know you
Asked to
shared
drop
some
out.
of this with us before, but your impression at the time, especially the staff
In all the battleground
that
states,
helped manage
Trump is
him during
winning.
those meetings.
Well, the first thing you realize is something's wrong because the White House is so quiet. Nothing is buzzing in the Oval Office. It's just him. And really, you're only dealing between 8 and about 10 and 2 in the afternoon that you go to see him. But every meeting I had was different. The first thing I found out is every meeting, no matter if it's a few people, he had to talk from a card. And what I found was I disrupted him once he got in talking to the card. He'd close it and he couldn't carry on the conversation. So I found it as an advantage to let him start and then interject. The other thing I know, sometimes he'd whisper. You didn't know what he said.
Kevin
He'd always tell
McCarthy,
you
best
these
House
old
Speaker we
stories
had.
back with Reagan.
Reagan
And
used to
so,
do that.
so you kind of stopped negotiating ever with him and you went to staff. And staff knew it. Staff just stayed quiet. But there was this one time where he totally wasn't with it, and he took us on a tour totally down to the swimming pool in wintertime. And Jill was across the table when he first said, "Do you want to go outside?" And she yells, "No, they don't want to go outside." He turns around and said, "You don't want to go outside?" And then continues to walk us down. It was the most
Is there a little
disturbing.
desk in there? A little desk?
Okay, this is the interesting
I've
part.
heard about the desk in the pool area.
Okay.
Tell us.
Well, no,
Watching
it's
the
not.
White House.
It's not in
They
the
don't.
pool. What it is it's right outside the Oval Office. It's where Trump had.
His little.
Remember that gift shop?
In the gift shop. Yeah.
He has made it an office for himself. It's just 10 feet before the Oval Office, and there's a little
don't get
table
permanent,
in
'cause he
there.
ain't
And
staying.
then there's this valet, and there was a blue
Don't get
dress
comfortable,
shirt,
Biden.
all wrinkled,
You're out.
sitting on it as the president comes in. And the president gets like real happy when he walks in, like this is his happy place. And I couldn't
Not for
understand
long.
why are you having this office with the Oval Office right there, and why is the president ever taking his shirt off or staff not picking it up?
But is that where Trump used to keep the gifts in that thin
Yes,
little room?
that's all
So
there
not
is.
in the place where Trump would have lunch and stuff like
No,
that.
no,
but in,
he has the lunch spot there.
but he
but
was
it's
in that.
It's
Wait
in
a
between
second.
those
That
two places.
room is really, really
Maybe
skinny. It's
maybe
like a
3
shelf
people.
in there.
It's a little desk. Maybe only 3 people. He has a painting that he's had since the
But
Senate.
why? What's going on? They like to keep him away there. Like
I don't know why he wants to go.
They're
over there,
hiding
nobody
him.
else- You have the Oval Office for an office. That's when I left that meeting. I was physically and emotionally upset and disturbed that this was our
But
president.
Pelosi knows about
God
it.
bless.
Oh,
Thanks
she
for
knows.
watching.
Check this
Please
out.
subscribe.
About it.
Schumer knows
See you
about
next
it.
video.
Xi knows about it. Putin